The fully functioning person. Carl Rogers, 1961, suggested the concept of the fully functioning person. Carl Rogers, 61, suggested the fully functioning person is in touch with theory's deepest and innermost feelings and needs. The individual understands their own emotions and places a deep trust in their own instincts. The fully functioning person, according to Rogers, is able to listen and trust themselves fully, able to live in the present moment and continue to grow. A continual process of becoming as opposed to an end point. Value directions at this point are actualizing and enhance the person and or others. The fully functioning person, this is Rogers' description of a person who would emerge if therapy were maximally successful. It is not an end state or goal. This definition is a direction, not a destination. The direction is selected by the total organism. When there is psychological freedom to move in any direction, all person-centered philosophies and core concepts can be linked back to the description of the fully functioning person. A useful read on Becoming a Person, a therapist's view of the good life. Page 183 to 192. And that suggests a fully functioning person's characteristics are increasing openness to experience, increasingly existential living, and increasing trust in his organism. The fully functioning person characteristics, an increasing openness to experience, so the polar opposite of defensiveness. The organism's response to experience which are perceived as threatening. These threatening experiences are temporarily rendered harmless by being distorted in awareness or being denied to awareness. If a person is fully open to his experience, they would freely relay these experiences through their nervous system without being distorted by any defensive mechanism. Increasingly existential living. Live fully in the present moment. Living in the present moment means an absence of rigidity, of tight organization, of the imposition of structure on experience. Living in the moment means that we do not cram and twist the experience to fit our preconceptions. We do not get annoyed when our experiences do not fit our carefully constructed pigeonholes. Living fully in the present moment instead involves discovering the structure of experience in the process of living the experience. And increasing trust in his organism. Increase trust in his organism as a means of arriving at the most satisfying behavior in each situation. Doing what feels right proves to be a competent and trustworthy guide to behavior which is truly satisfying, rather than being guided by eternal guidance and expectation or by previous experience. Increase trust in his organism as a means of arriving at the most satisfying behavior in each situation. Do what feels right proves to be a competent and trustworthy guide to behavior which is truly satisfying, rather than being guided by external guidance and expectation or by previous experience. If we are fully aware and have an experience, we'll find it increasingly possible to trust our reactions. Fully functioning person is more able to experience all of his feelings and less afraid of any of his feelings. Is his own sifter of evidence and is more open to evidence from all sources. He's completely engaged in the process of being and becoming himself. lives more completely in the moment. A critique of the fully functioning person is, it could be construed as being selfish. They are concerned only with their own feelings, disrespectful as they do not follow social conventional laws even, unsocial, they do not need others to be complete. An exercise is identify arguments that support and dispute these suggestions. So take a moment to think about that and identify. You can write that down and just make a mental note of arguments that support and dispute the suggestions above. A self-concept is often created in divergence to the organismic valuing process, resultant of external judgments and conditions of worth, in which one develops and portrays an image of themselves that is not in alignment with the organismic self. This is contrary to the idea of the fully functioning person, whereby one is able to listen and trust themselves fully, able to live in the present moment and continue to grow, a continual process of becoming, as opposed to an endpoint.